Hello and welcome everybody. Today we will be playing God of Weapons. This is a demo currently. If you would like to see me play this game more, or if you would like to play the game yourself, you can always go to the Steam page. I will leave it down in the description. Obviously, if you just want to go and search it up yourself, you can. Once again, the name of the game is God of Weapons, and like I said, it is a demo. It's a very charming, isometric, roguelike, I would say almost like Vampire Hunters, but it's more level-based. And it's, if you've seen the game Backpack Hero, it has a very similar mechanic to that, as you'll see here in about a second. So, as you can see, it has the interesting backpack mechanic where you can select a certain amount of slots to fit more weapons in. Just like that. And with that, you can also rotate the direction of the weapons so you can fit them in different places. And as you can see, I have a couple different weapons here. For right now, I'm just going to pick another axe. You do have to be able to fit the equipment in your backpack, or in your whatever you would like to call it, to be completely honest. So I may have already goofed this up, to be perfectly honest. Nope. There it is. Nope, I have goofed it up. Okay. Well, for right now, I'll just do that, and we will be moving on to the next floor. And like I said, I think this game is phenomenal. It has it where you can play it on either keyboard or you can play it on controller. Right now I'm using it on a controller. It is considered a twin stick. I guess you could call it a shooter. There is a dash mechanic, which is A. And we will be selecting more area now. And as you can see, you can also put the item outside of the bag, and then you can choose where you want to put it from there. And you can choose all these different directions to rotate your equipment, all that kind of good stuff. As you can see, it has the interesting mechanic for if you wanted to put it outside and then say you wanted to grab that one instead. You can do that. And then if you wanted to get rid of something, you can always go and sell it. Like that. Like I said, this game, each level, or each time you play it right now, the levels only last for about 20 minutes. I'm not going to say I'm going to make it that far because I'm kind of terrible at it as of right now. But I mean, with like any other game, there's going to be a learning curve. You never know where you're going to land on it. Oh, that is an invincibility, so I will just run through everything right now. Oh. Oh. And as you can see, you can choose different little spaces to put new. We find there. Put that. And that. And let's go and do that. And I did not realize I leveled up that much. That. Alrighty. Well, and now we have one of my favorite weapons, which is this throwing glaive, which is a very interesting one. And that'll be it for right now. Next floor. Each floor only takes about a minute. They do get progressively longer, and the enemies do progressively get harder. And if I'm able to, you'll see later on why I like the glaive so much. As you can see right now, with it just kind of bouncing around, it only bounces once or twice, but it only bounces a couple times right now, but it does progressively get better. Ooh, yeah, I'm not doing well at this point. I think it's because I'm using a controller instead of a mouse and keyboard. That's probably what it is. Don't get me wrong, I really like being able to use a controller, but on some games you just gotta use a mouse and keyboard. It just makes life a lot easier whenever you do that. That. And I know my options seem a little odd at this point in time for like where I'm choosing to put these. Put that right there. Another one right there. Dice. I'm always down for a good amount of luck. Reroll. I can try and fit another axe in here. Probably not going to be able to do that. Nope, not like it is right now. Oh, there's another one. Let's sell that one. Move that. I don't know why I didn't just sell the other one, but that is what it is. Ooh, sickle. The lifesteal is really nice. I think I can move that and then get this instead. Yeah, there we go. I would get another glaive, but I would have to sell my axe. I don't really want to do that quite yet, because that would put me kind of on the edge. So instead, I'll buy another dice. And re-roll one more time. I could get another sickle, but for right now, I think I'm alright. As I said, I'm not very good at the game. I'll do another run real quick just to show you that I'm not awful at it. It was just the fact that I was using a that I was using a controller instead of a mouse and keyboard, which throws me off because I'm like on Minecraft for Java Edition, you can technically use a controller, but usually you're going to end up using a mouse and keyboard just because that's what the game wants you to use. And let's see. Nope. Wrong direction. And like I said, I always like luck. Just because I am who I am. Oh. That would fit. What are you talking about? Yeah, like I said, this is an early demo. So there is going to be some... Oh, I don't have enough money. That's why I can't buy it. Never mind. And honestly, between the gameplay itself, it's very much... I don't like to compare games to other games, but it has a very similar feeling to Vampire Survivors, if y'all have ever played that. It's just an isometric 3D version of that, basically. Let's do... right there. And I can do one up there. There. I can do one And like I said, I know the way that I'm putting these together doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but right now I'm just kind of running through and seeing what I can get. Let's re-roll one more time. Yeah, let's get a scythe. A little bit of lifesteal never hurt for most games. And if y'all are wondering about why there's not any good sound quality, the reason being is that I can't change any of the audio options inside of the game itself for some reason. Ow. Owie. Ooh. Oh, right. You always have to do this first. So you can do one right there, do one right there, one right there. And let's see what we can do. That would be good, but 15% lifesteal if not placed next to any other lifesteal weapon. So that probably is a mistake, but yeah, it's looking like it was. Oh, maybe not. And I'm sure once the game actually comes out, they may or may not nerf the glaives. Ow. There we go. And a lot like Vampire Survivors and a lot of other games that are kind of in the same genre of kind of auto attackers, auto attack kind of games. You do have like dash abilities, and you will have you can do personal upgrades, but usually they are right there and right there. So now I can have another glaive right on top of that. If I find one. Which I may or may not. Oh, no. Wrong one. And some good old life-sucky weapons. Those are always nice to have. I can find some... Actually, wait. I can just put this outside. And then cancel. I can rotate that. No, I can't. Actually, I'll just sell that because I don't really care for that weapon, to be perfectly honest. And I can buy a vampire gloves, I guess. Or lifesteal gloves, I should say. Which will actually help me. I guess I could have put it right there. Whatever. Oh, there's another glaive. Never mind. I'm happy with my choices. And that's a claw. Is there a way I can fit this in here? It would need to be a 4x4. Perfect. I can fit that right there. And that is me out of money for that floor. But like you can see on the glaives, I would actually call them throwing stars, but the game developer is going to do what he wants, obviously. Ow. But for each reoccurring one, I'll show you whenever we get back into the menu. But for each one that you have touching another one, you do additional... they bounce an additional time. And I'll show you once I figure out where I want to put these next ones at. That's one. Put one right here. Or actually, I would have one right here. And let's do that one. Let's do that one. Oh, I was hoping for a slot right there, but let's do that one. Oh, there we go. We got that slot, which is what I was hoping for. Additional glaive. Let's re-roll. I like to keep at least 100. Oh, there we go. And that's why. Because now I can sell that one, get this one, and now I've just increased my damage. And I can actually get that one if I sell this one. And now I just have extra damage on that. Next floor. Yeah, as you can see, the glaives kind of do a lot of damage. Most enemies don't seem to be able to get very close with if I'm using the glaives. Obviously, I'm going to try and use different weapons every time, but I cannot promise that it won't end up being about the same every time. But like I said, the developer will probably nerf or decrease the damage or change how the glaives actually work later on, whenever they actually fully release the game. Let's see, I can do one. Let's try that, and I can do another one up here. I didn't really want to do one right there, but that. They're just really not giving me good options for this, are they? That, sure. That is extra vitality and recovery. From what I understand, vitality is just plus a certain amount of health, and recovery is how many you get of health per minute. I think that's how it works. Attack speed. I do have 4% lifesteal as of right now for all of my weapons, so I guess I could do that and give myself an extra crit chance. That's tier 1. Like I said, I always like luck. If you can give me luck in a video game, I'm probably gonna use it to as much as I can. And I guess armor is never a bad idea either. If you aren't gonna be smart, you might as well be tough. Let's reroll one more time. Melee power. I don't think the glaives are considered... Yeah, because they're considered throwing. I don't think they are considered melee weapons. This one would probably be considered a melee weapon. This one would probably be considered a melee weapon. But that's only 2 melee power, which I'm assuming means 2 additional damage on each weapon. And at that point, I would rather just go ahead and increase the weapon, if that makes sense. But it's just, as of right now, it's only like 20 minutes for a round, so you can just hop on. As of the time I'm playing this, the demo is considered free. So if you wanted to try out the game and see how you liked it, you could always do that. And then whenever the game actually comes out, if you didn't feel like paying for it, you could just keep playing the demo. Or if you wanted to play the full game, you could always pay for it and just get the full game released for yourself. And I need that and that. Oh, I thought that I had a couple more choices, but I guess I don't. I guess I could get rid of the sickle, but I would rather keep the sickle. Nah, it don't look like there's a good way for me to get another glaive in here quite yet. But I'm not hurting for damage too much as of yet anyways. So, I guess I'll get another luck. Reroll. That's another tier 2. I don't need another one. That is a Fortitude. That's a tier 2. 5% for each additional dagger. That is a 3 long though, and I don't have a 3 long space that I want to... I could move that, but then I would have to get rid of that. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good one. 20% experience. And I guess I'll buy that dice, and I guess we'll just go on to the next level. You can always turn right around and sell this stuff later on. But I mean, obviously you're only going to buy it for like a fraction of what it actually... Or sell it for a fraction of what you actually bought it for, I should say. So even if you buy it for 20 or 30, you're only going to sell it for like 2 to 3, maybe. But as you can see, you build up money really, really quickly. That would work. And I guess I can do one right there, one right there. And I can, like I said, I can always sell them, as you can see, for, like, the dice, I can sell them back for 9. Or I can sell back the poison vial for 7, or the helmet for 7, or the glove I can sell back for 13. So, any of these weapons, you can always just take them and sell them back anyways, so it don't really make too much of a difference. That's a tier 1. There's another vampire lifesteal glove. You know... Instead of crit chance, because we don't seem to be hurting for damage anyways, I may come to regret this later. And I have my one little life steal right here anyways that will, excuse me, help. Tier 2, Tier 1, Tier 3, or Tier 2, sorry. 50 damage per attack, but its DPS is 23. So it takes over 2 seconds each swing, so you would have to have something to go with that, and that's just not really worth it, in my opinion. How much luck do we have? We have 12 luck, and that would be melee power. That one's melee. That one's melee. That one's throw. So that wouldn't do anything for those. That one's a sharp and crushing. But you'd have to have additional axes to have any kind of good. Ah, there we go. Projectile power. That's what we're looking for. That's still tier 1. Fortitude. I could do that. That would help. And one more roll. See what we get. No. Okay. Next level. And honestly, I kind of love the artwork style too. It's, like I said, it is an isometric. But as you can see, like on each of the little dudes' faces, it's kind of like an old school 3D... I don't know what to call it. Just like old school 3D modeling for the enemies. Let's see, I can do here. Ow. I was hoping that it would give me another spot right there, but I guess I can do that. That's the same one. I don't need another one. let's reroll. Ooh. Vitality minus 5 life steal. We have 8. I think that's a good choice just to have in general. Right there. Let's reroll again. Another die. Sickle. Another die. Oh. A tier 4 sword. Huh. That is interesting, but it is 5 long. I don't really have any good spots to put a 5 long weapon. Unless I wanted to put it down here along the bottom. Huh. I could do that, though. There's no reason I couldn't. That, and let's try that then. And let's do... Ooh, a tier 4 dagger. Before we get off sidetracked, let's complete this run, and we'll play with some of these other fun weapons whenever they come along. As far as I can tell, none of the pots that are already pre-existing on the level do anything, other than just being fun to smash. But these red barrels, I think you've probably seen them a couple times, they give you different abilities, like invincibility for a moment, or if you get a different one, you get gold, or if you get another one, as you saw earlier, you get just a full free level up. That's why I got 3 level ups on some levels, and I'm only getting 1 or 2 now. Ow. Okay. Pay attention. You do have to pay quite a bit of attention to where you're running and dodging to, because you can get overwhelmed pretty quickly with these. And as far as I've seen, you don't actually get any kind of benefit to, let's do that, and that, and you don't get any benefit to breaking additional pots after, or barrels after the level is over, as far as I've seen, anyways. Minus 5%. That's not a whole lot whenever they're only, like you see, like 20 to 70 to like 100. That's only 5 gold. That's not really worth it, to be perfectly honest. There's another tier 2. I can actually move a couple of my things and I don't have to get rid of anything at that point. And now, what is that? That's another poison vial. They don't really do all that much, in my opinion. Another one of those discount ones. Ooh. +1 for distance weapons. Ooh, 25% damage and 10% more enemies. That's a really, really good one. What do I want to get rid of to get that? I could get rid of... What could I get rid of? Because I need to open up at least... What was this, a 4? So I need to clear up at least 3 more spaces somewhere. This doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot for me, to be perfectly honest, so... Sell that, and then I can just move that. No. There we go. Now I can fit it in there. And now I have a 25% damage increase for all my weapons. That is melee power, but minus lifesteal. That is a tier 3. That is 66 damage, and it has 32 DPS per sec. DPS, which means that it still takes 2 seconds to attack, which ain't all that great. That's a tier 3 sword, but I have a tier 4 right there, so it's kind of whatever. Elemental Spear. I don't really want to get rid of one of my gloves. I could sell one of these and then get another 3 damage, which would be additive or added on top. And then I get an additional 25 from that, so that's pretty daggum good. Yeah, that's pretty good for damage. Yeah, I don't know what to say at this point other than this game is just really fun to play. If you only got an hour to play and you have it downloaded and there's not an update for it obviously, then it's really fun just to run around and I guess really kill or get rid of demons and or whatever you want to call these entities. I'm gonna have to open up quite a bit more space if I want that demon skull. That don't help. I'm gonna have to sell couple items to be able to open up enough space for that. But yeah, with like that discount ticket, it would only knock off like 5 gold or $5. So it's like, why would I spend, I guess over 5 levels, it would save you money, but you would have to still take up, what is that? Yeah, you'd have to take up 2 item slots or 2 spots. And then I can't do that. Let's see. I'm going to have to sell a couple things if I want to fit that in there. I'm going to have to sell at least one thing. We're still at positive lifesteal, so for right now, I don't want to get rid of one of those gloves. I guess I do have a lot of recovery, though. You're not doing a whole lot, but you are part of that recovery, which would allow me to get rid of the lifesteal if I wanted to. Well, those are 15, that's 12, so 4 damage difference. DPS is 15, DPS is 21, DPS is 21, DPS is 9, 10, 11, and 22. That is, I guess I'm going to sell that because this is going to give me more damage. Another throwing glaive, I don't need that. 5% damage? Why would I get that whenever I could just get another skull? But I guess this, in that same 4 spaces that the skull takes up, this would only take up 1, so that would be an increase. So I guess that would be worth it. Attack speed. Oh. Experience gain. Resource gain and health per floor. That would be bomb. Or that would be really good, I should say. And you can actually change what mode you're firing in whenever you want, whenever you're playing. You just have to press shift to change it, which is an interesting choice, but they may change that later on to where it's not shift anymore. It might be like, I don't know, control or alt or something like that. Something, I guess, what else are you going to do with shift otherwise? Let's see, I can do... What can I do? That one, that one, that one, that one. Just kind of in some random places. Oh, there's another skull. Sorry if y'all hear any fireworks sounds going off in the background. We're not really close to 4th of July or anything, but somebody decided that it was going to be 4th of July here. I can move these out of the way. Let's get that. And I can sell that. I can get some extra power now. There we go. Let's see what we can get. Some dice, all that kind of good stuff. I have a full 4-line slot. That's a 6-long blade, though, so don't really want to do that. Ooh. A tier 4 lifesteal weapon would be nice. What is the... Lifesteal is 10%, 2% for each polearm, or 26 for this, but it only does... Is the lifesteal the percent of damage I do, or is it the percent of enemy health? That's the only thing I don't know. But it's also 5 long, too, so I would have to... No, that doesn't really work in any of the configurations. Unless I were to... No, that wouldn't work anyways. Move that. And then I could sell that, and then that would actually be enough room for it. I don't need that much lifesteal, to be honest, but I do have lifesteal for all of my weapons at this point in time. You know what? I'm going to go out here on a limb, since this is a tier 4. Oh, don't even. I don't like it whenever it does that. Oh, and then I need to move... Well, I kind of borked this up pretty bad. Let's see. Need a 5 slot... Oh, I'm dumb. I can just move that. Scoot it down 1. There. And now it fits. So now I have 4 tier 4 items. Could get another one of these, but I would have to sell some stuff and reconfigure quite a bit. Put outside. Not that that did anything, it just looks a little prettier like that. I do have 200, so I could re-roll a couple times just to see what I could get. Oh, there's another skull. I do want the skull, because that is a lot of damage. I'm going to have to clear up at least 2 more spots and find a place for them, too. That would actually work. I just need to clear up a 2 space somewhere else. Since I'm gonna get more damage anyways, I can sell that and then move that down here and then buy the skull. Because that is just an insane increase to damage each and every time, regardless. Because right now I have an extra, what is it, 80 to 100% based on how many skulls I have. Alright, that does. I feel like I just need to have more DPS at this point, because I feel like I'm doing lots of damage, but I'm not actually killing them quick enough to where they're not able to hit me, which is an issue. And if my lifesteal isn't doing all that much anyways, I might as well get rid of my lifesteal weapon to get a better, or to get more weapons at that point. That will fit. I can put one right here. And then I would have to get rid of my sword also, if I wanted to do that. And that. And let's go with that. And that. See. I can put another lifesteal on, and then I would be able to get rid of my scythe, which I know I just got, but there's another damage for minus vitality. Yeah, 105%. There's a tier 2 blade. Assassins. Man, they are just really not wanting to give me any more of these. Oh, there's a tier 4 one. 13. Does 18 DPS. Range is 32. Lifesteal is 15%. Where this one is 10% lifesteal, but it does more no, that has better DPS, actually, which is interesting. Let's sell that one. Get this one instead. There's another glaive. I guess they're kind of worth it anyways to get, just because you add additional bounces, which means that each of these do an additional bounce. I think I'm going to have to sell at least one item. Yeah, I'll sell one of the vampire gloves. Let's see. I'm still positive lifesteal. Put that outside for a moment. There we go. Well, that doesn't really help unless I had another skull. This is just very annoying to try and fit in here, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Now, I know there was probably a better way that I could have fit it in there, but I just was tired of looking and trying to figure it out. Like I said, these are only 20-minute rounds anyway, so they don't last terribly long regardless. See, and now I have a full another spot for one. Perfect. And now just trying to fit that back in where it can go. Nope. There we go. And, oh wait, there's another skull right there. Do I want to sell... I could sell that. Yeah, I'm going to sell that. Put that up there. Because I don't ever plan on getting rid of that anyways. And I need to sell 2 more things. I could sell that, but now I'm below, but I get extra damage, and if I do more damage, I won't have to worry about saving life whenever I'm killing them faster than they're killing me. So yeah, it's doing lots of damage now. But as you can see, each one of those are now bouncing a considerable number of times. Now, whenever it's a boss, I may have screwed myself a little bit. I don't know yet, but I guess we'll see here in a minute. Ow. No, stop it, fire boys. Yeah, like you can tell, my DPS went from like, I don't know, 100 or so to about quite a bit more than that. I think it was 400 and something. Let's see. Where do I want to put it? I guess one right there, and 1, 2. I don't know. And let's see, I only have 4 spots, so I wouldn't be able to get that anyways. So just replace, reroll. That's a tier 4 hammer. That sounds really nice, actually. I'm not really doing... I'm kind of doing lifesteal, but not really at the same time. I don't want to get rid of my skulls because they're adding a lot of my damage anyways. So it's like, why would you get rid of the thing that's adding 125% damage? That's just dumb. I guess since we're not really doing lifesteal at this point anyways, I could just go ahead and sell my lifesteal gloves because I'm already at -1 lifesteal. And if I start dying a whole lot, I guess we can change something. That is at 30% lifesteal, so I will actually keep that one because that means it's healing me 3 for every amount of damage it's doing. Or 3 for every 10 damage it's doing, and it's doing 18 DPS, so it's healing me like 5 if it's doing damage every one of those seconds. I don't plan on getting rid of that either. Da 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 da. And I can slot that in there now. What size is that? That is the wrong way, though. So I could actually, in theory, put that right there, put that right there, move that up here. What? Oh, no, that's not right. I would need it the other way. But not like that. Move. Freaking move, you dice. That's the same direction. What am I doing? Let's see. No, that ain't gonna do anything. Potion, amulet, scroll of mastery. I want to keep those. I could just sell a couple of the dice. They aren't. They might be doing something for me, but they're not doing a whole lot. I swear I can fit this in here. I know I can. I'm just dumb, I guess. So let's see, I guess. I guess I could move all my glaives around and see if I can do it that way. I feel like that's taking up more room than it was now, but maybe it's not. I could put another dagger in there. Or that's attack speed, so I guess that would probably be better. That's extra projectile damage. 4 bounces, 3 bounces, 3 bounces. Oh, that's interesting. Just 3 flat projectile damage. Does that change it whenever I take it? Oh, it's just on my stats. It doesn't actually say it on the weapon. Okay, that's interesting. 3. That wouldn't really add all that much. Let's re-roll a couple more times. Oh, another hammer. I guess I could just sell the sickle because I'm not doing any more lifesteal now. That feels dumb for some reason, though. Oh, and there's a scroll up here. Maybe I will. Yeah. Like I said, it's only a 20-minute run. Oh, wrong direction. That's health gain per floor. That's crit chance. That's extra. Yeah, sell that. Oh. And then I can move... What can I move around? I can move something here. I know I can. Let's put that outside for a second. That works. That works. That works. And then... like that. There we go. Okay, that's just a tier 1 glaive. I'm not worried about that. Reroll again. That's another tier 1. Oh, but that's another damage skull. I do already have 5 of them. Where would I even put that? I would have to sell one of the scrolls that I just got, or the hammer, or I could sell the throwing glaive. That might actually be more than a 20% damage increase if I put the skull there. Oop, not that. And, oh, and another skull, but I don't have enough money anyways. That's why I like to keep above 150, because if I decide I want something, it's kind of hard to do whenever there's not. Yeah, bouncing weapons in general in this game are kind of overpowered. Because you don't have to think about where they're going, they just go and do. Yeah, this is whenever it gets fun or really, really difficult if you... Ow. If you're not paying attention like I'm not. Owie. Okay. Well, as you see, and like I said many times before, I kind of suck at the game, so there is that. But as you can see, there are several different classes. There's the Hunter, the Raven, and the Knight. I'll do another episode of this pretty soon. If y'all want to come by and watch another one, just stop by, and I'll be doing another one here pretty soon. I'll probably do the Hunter next, and then after that I'll probably do the Raven. If y'all would, like, subscribe, all those kinds of things. If you want to see me do another video, just let me know by doing a thumbs up or a like. If you're really interested in this game, tell me down in the comments. Like I said, I'll be leaving a link to it in the description, and you'll be able to play the demo. It is, once again, free on the demo. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks and bye.